as the Giants get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for his start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Two and now on first down. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the
An
play.
early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. On first down, Tagovailoa. Open man, it's Preston Williams.
Tagovailoa.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Preston Williams. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now the former Washington Husky, here's Myles Gaskin. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Miami.
They'll run now with Gaskin. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Tua with a throw complete to Parker. And they're going to have another first down as the... Tackles made at the Giants' 33.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Dolphins.
Fitzpatrick. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Throwing again here, Fitzpatrick on 2nd and 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll throw again. Fitzpatrick escaping the pressure. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Fitzpatrick's pass complete
Albert
to
Wilson there to make the grab. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Go.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. 4 yards the pickup, first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown in the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Dolphins 7. Giants nothing.
Key 26, key 26.
Second down at 7.
51 to Mike. Don't get nervous. Hey, Mike.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Dolphins have got it. And it sort of goes without saying that's the risk of running the option play. You can put the ball on the ground. They did there and turned it over.
So true, because you've got so many different decisions that have to be made. Are you handing the ball off inside, or are you just keeping it yourself? Are you pitching it to your trail guy? And sometimes you get caught in between, and you're a little indecisive on the play, and it turns into the ball on the ground. Fortunately enough, they weren't able to return it for a touchdown.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Pass.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Here's Jones on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
First and 10.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Fitzpatrick. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Down by Darnay Holmes.
To throw again on second down. Fitzpatrick. And it's caught. And the Dolphins are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass.
That was a fun one to watch right there at night.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Touchdown, Miami.
Matt Breida taking it in. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Giants,
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just...
And all the way in! Touchdown, New York! Evan Ingram, 81 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now Fitzpatrick. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Lorenzo Carter leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. To try again after the sack. Fitzpatrick. And over the middle, this is Parker. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Brings up
third down, Fitzpatrick. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted.
Bradbury.
Picked up by James Bradbury. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
They'll start with the option. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
The tackle made back.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Here we go. 60 Bison. Hey, let's go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
They go option here with Jones.
On the
now
keeper.
the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
51 the mic, boy, 51.
Throwing Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position.
No good.
When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about. And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Complete to Albert
Wilson.
Touchdown,
with his
Miami.
second touchdown here in this
Jason
first
Sanders
half.
for the
And the
extra
Dolphins
point.
strike quickly here for 6 points. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop them on 3rd down.
Right here, guys.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And Ingram holds it in.
Giants.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, but it's going to be 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted.
There it is.
Picked up by Xavier Howard.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And now it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Parker, the intended target. 3rd down here.
Incomplete. He was covered by Xavier McKinney.
Off the play fake here. Fitzpatrick. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Giants take over
The
first.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything?
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jones pass.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
One play at a time.
It's complete to Parker, left side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Fitzpatrick a give to Breida. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Breida on the carry.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The defense.
And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling. Maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Emmanuel Agba that time, able to drop him for a loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
44, Mike, 44. Cut. 70 Ranger, Mike.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Kyle Van Noy.
Kyle Van Noy. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Now Jones on 1st and 10, and he finds Penny. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, rush coming, and he's taken down. Kyle Van Noy picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
37-yard line.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that.
And my goodness, another interception. And oh, he coughed it up. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 30, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Jones going to keep this himself. Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Ball carrier. Xavier Howard on the tackle.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Now Jones. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Emmanuel Agba able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Jones now going to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Nick Needham picks it off. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 30. Past the 20. 10.
Oh, you got to
And
feel
he will
it, baby.
bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So now on comes the Dolphins offense as they'll try and go for 2 here. They run it with Breida. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week? And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
On the tackle. A 9-yard gain on the play.
And then 3rd and 1, here's Fitzpatrick. He'll buy some time right. And Wilson has it. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Sanders for the Dolphin field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it.
29.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brings up
so now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Jones. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 40, the 30. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Fitzpatrick's pass intercepted. The Giants
so here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
19-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. As time has run out on this football game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.